for Hereford after a 1-1 draw with Bradford Park Avenue. The gaffer, Russell Slade, picked you out, said you were the most positive player for Hereford today. What do you feel about
that? Obviously, from a personal note, that's positive. But my main focus at the minute is team performance, team results, and we're all sat in there. We're all frustrated because things aren't going our way at the minute, and we've got to turn that around. So, on a personal note, happy, but we've all got to do our job, and that's what we're all focusing on.
Very patchy game, wasn't it? I think the wind was swirling. That had an effect.
Yeah, I mean, at first, I think everyone, including ourselves, was getting very frustrated with how we were playing. But I think in the second half, it highlighted how important the wind was. The wind was a massive effect. I mean, we felt really pinned in. We felt clearances. We couldn't hit. We couldn't get out. Even from our own set pieces in terms of goal kicks, free kicks, deep free kicks. We found it really hard to get out. And I think the second half, that highlighted how hard it was when they were doing the same thing.
Yeah, because it was behind whoever was kicking from the Blackfriars Street end down the slope, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly that. So, I mean, the conditions were hard today. I think, looking back on review, the gaffer just spoke to us there. Maybe we could have played the conditions a bit better. The word he used was a bit of knowledge, a bit of know-how. And I totally agree with that, because I think, maybe looking back at it now, could we have got the ball a bit deeper? Could we have played a bit more, been a bit braver, got on the ball a bit more, and maybe that might have translated, give us a better first half performance. And I think second half we pinned them in. I think second half they found it hard, but I think we helped that because not only the conditions, we upped our tempo, we upped our work rate, we played in their half a lot more, and we tried to get the ball down a bit more, especially the first 10 minutes of the second half. I thought we got on it. There was a 5-minute spell where we moved the side to side, then we started mixing things up with gaps appearance. So I thought we did. Second half, especially after the gaffer told us, we did play the conditions a little more, but on review, first half, maybe a bit of knowledge, up that a bit.
And naturally, Victor Sedend is upset because he feels that, if he should have really scored the penalty, we'd have been talking about a different game, but he should look at it a good positive performance. I'm sure you've all rallied round in there.
Yeah, of course. I mean, listen, we're a really tight-knit bunch. We're not, there's no blame game in our changing room. We're all round them. We're all, at the end of the day, as a player, you've got to have bravery to go on a take a penalty, especially in this. We're on a bad run. We needed that goal. Unfortunately, he didn't score today. But like I say, we're all around him. Staichi wanted the penalty. Staichi's a great penalty taker, and he allowed Victor. He said in the changing room there was no silliness. Victor scored the last one. He did well, and it's fine margins, isn't it? I mean, it's a few centimetres out, a few centimetres in, and we're 2-1. And I personally think we'd have went on and maybe scored a few more. Maybe lifted the confidence a bit, and that might turn into a 2-1, 3-1, 4-1. Do you know what I mean? So it's fine margins, but that's how it is. But for us as a group, we want players to go out there and have the bravery to take that penalty, and we've got Victor who'll do that as well.
Is centre back a position that you like playing in?
Yeah, I mean, what's important for me? I'm a young lad coming through. I'm still learning. I've got great players to learn off. Just had a good chat with Gals there. Who's played the position loads, and he's given me loads of advice. The gaffer gives me loads of advice, Wingy. So I'm lucky in a sense I've got a massive support network around me. My favourite position is centre mid, but at the end of the day, if the gaffer puts me out to do a job, I'll do a job. And no matter where he plays me, I'll do a job for the team. I'll work my socks off for that.
Really crucial games coming up now over the next couple of weeks. Kettering away and then Kirsten Ashton back here, Edgar Street. So the players have got to lift themselves now. So
yeah.
Be positive.
Yeah, definitely. And like I say, I mean, it's frustrating. It's frustrating for the fans. It's frustrating for everyone involved with the club, especially us. We're in there. We don't want to come in after every week and be, it ruins the weekend, doesn't it, for everyone? We don't want to come in with bad results. We want to come in with wins, with 3 points on the board. We want to get a run going. So we've all just got to pull together. We know the circumstances we're in. We know the run we're on, and we're all in. We're all in on the Tuesday, on the Thursday, working our hardest, doing what we need to do to get them 3 points, because that's the most crucial thing. And every game that comes up, we're going to take it one at a time. And we're just going to push for them 3 points. That's all we can do. We've got to stick together. We're all in it together. We're all working together. We're right behind what the gaffer's doing and Wingy's doing, everything like that. So we've just got to stick together, and we're just going to keep pushing through. And I am very confident that the results will turn. But in the meantime, we've just got to stick together and do what we do.
Thanks very much for your time.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
You mentioned about fine margins. Obviously, it's been especially away from home, where occasionally you might concede one and then you concede 2 or 3. Do you think it's sometimes like heads drop and it's like confidence is low at times?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. You know, there is. We feel on the pitch sometimes there is a bit like there is low confidence at times, but you know that's expected with the run we're on. That's a natural reaction for any player. Do you know what I mean? So we're in a bit of a ditch at the minute. We're on a bad run, but we need good performances. We need the fans to get behind us. We need 3 points for them, for us, and then you know you start playing a different game. Then you may buzz about a little more. You want to get on the ball a little more, and when we can do that, we look like a much better team. Like I said, I'll revert back to the first 5 minutes in the second half where we got it down, we played a little. We look like a totally different team from the first half, didn't we? You know what I mean? So I think there is a bit of a confidence issue, not in the sense that, you know, we're all down doing...
You just need points on the board.
We just need points on the board. And like I said, today, we've walked away with 1 point, we've dropped 2 points, and it's not a blame game, but it's fine margins.
You mentioned the role of the supporters and the frustration of everyone. I suppose like a lot of fans would have, you know, walked into today's game thinking, playing Bradford at the bottom of the table, not many points, it should be an easy home win, but obviously didn't quite happen, did it? So they're obviously going home frustrated.
Obviously you can totally understand, all the players can totally understand the frustration of the fans, because, you know, their games, as a fan, you look at that and you say, we should be picking up 3 points. We walk in the change room and we don't address this game any different to a Kings Lynn game or a Gateshead game. We address it all the same. We go in, we've got to play with tempo, we've got to play with aggression, we've got to be effective both out of possession and in possession, and then if we all do our individual jobs collectively, we should be getting the right outcome.
Okay, thanks very much. Thanks for your time.
Cheers.